Hello! Hello there. My name is Angela Miller. This is Women's Work podcast on expanded understanding. Welcome this evening. I hope you're all very well. I hope that life is good to you and that we connect this evening and share some pretty amazing information. So I'm joined by the lovely Rocio this evening from Malinalco. Hello, Rocio.
Hello, how are you? Happy to be here with you. Sorry, I am still doing this thing, but fell down. Anyway, so I'm very happy to be with you again. Thank you very much,
Thank
my
you.
sister.
Thank you. You are a pleasure to have on all the time. Really, I love that. We work well together. So, my dear, this evening on Women's Work, we're bringing to you some fascinating information. Rocio is going to be sharing with us the cosmic frequencies of the now, and these are particularly relevant to everything that's going on in our lives. And these are not political or economic energies. Oh no, this is all about your soul. So coming up, Rocio is going to talk to us all about that. Look forward to it. Also, we have the fascinating subject of energy and the energy of woman. Now, we're going to investigate a little bit more about the subtle energy dynamics that we all hold as beings, but in particular, we're going to bring this relevance to the woman, the womb, and the heart of all of us. So I can't wait to bring that to you. That's going to be really funny. And then at the
Wow.
end of the show, we're going to be clearing and journeying to help you cope with the times of the now, because it really is strong out there. Everybody's got differing opinions on global narrative stuff. Most of us, well, I don't say most of us, about 3% of the population of the planet does not care for its story and has awoken past it. But how far can we go in these really strong times? So we're going to be finding out all about these lovely bits of information that are going to help you manage your everyday approach to living. I'm not going to use cheesy speak because I will just need to retreat into a cave and relearn everything that my soul knows. 54 million years. So thank you very much, Rocio. I'm just going to make you a lone player here, and you can go on and tell everybody about the cosmic energies.
Woo! Hello. Thank you very much. And then, with the permission of the four directions and the guardians of this place, I ask that my communication be fluid and the dawn about the language in a way that I can transmit the best that I can in my English. I love English, but sometimes I wake up and I say, no, I'm not connected, or I connected sometimes, But well, today we are going to talk about the new year. This new year in the Maya perception, in this new calendar that began 2 days before and began with the wave spell of the mirror. Yeah, these 13 days, they are going to give us the impulse for the next energy that is all the year. This new year that is, in this case, is the blue lunar torment. When we say torment, the people immediately says, "Oh my God, what is going to happen?" Right? The torment is the movement of energy of everything in our lives. But in this case, it's lunar, so that means purification in all the sense. And we are going to talk about the beginning of this year, how it's going to develop, what is the process, because these 13 days in this safe the wave spell that is on the mirror is gonna project us through all the year. these energies, each one of them that I'm going to talk about day by day of them, is going to give us exactly the support, the energy, the strength to continue all the other year. So these 13 days that we have right now, there are, let's say, like the basis of what is going to happen through the year. So how is represented in our life is going to be part of the projection that we are going to have in our lives, you know. So there is nothing that is wrought already. Just take the energy from each day and apply in your life. And always the good advice is just fluid, like the water, just fluid through the river of the life, and everything will be better. So we begin. So the first day was the first energy of these 13 days was the energy of the mirror that gives us the impulse to reflect whatever is inside is outside. Yeah. And we already bring the energy of the magician, and the magician, the year that just finished, is helped for us in a way that we learn how to be in the here and now, not time in the time. So now we begin from that lesson, from be here in the here and now, we begin the new process. And part of that process that is jumping to the mirror, that is reflected, all the energy that you have inside reflected outside. And when you find something that doesn't like too much in somebody, in some circumstance, on any moment, any minute, it's because it's telling you, that mirror, that you need to work more in that energy specific, in that thing that make you feel not comfortable, in the life. Could be, like I say, moments of the life, could be a person that you met and say, I don't like this person. So we need to be very careful and say, why I don't like this person? What is it about it? This is the mirror. Yeah. And the mirror is going to help us to clean ourselves. Mirror too is to put in order our lives, yeah, to reflect clarity, yeah. Also, the physical things. It's time to put or organize our homes, our office, our papers, our life, everything. Okay, so the um, this mirror is the beginning of the root. We are beginning in that. Understanding that these 13 energies of these 13 days that is coming in the next future, that we already are in the third day, yeah, they are going to help us uh, in our own purpose, with the challenge to the light, to the life in the light. This is a challenge. Clean ourselves, purify ourselves, to try to um, live our own prophecy. Yes, is what we want to build in our lives. So day by day, we don't need to go, what is going to happen in December, in January? We need to stop that. We need to live in the energy that we have here and now, and try to apply exactly these energies that they are going to help us to clarify, to purify, yeah, and it's gonna push us in our own purpose, what we have inside. This is the time on inside, to work inside. Okay, so this light is the one that is gonna help us to make the changes. Yeah, these changes is about the strength to confront exactly uh, the things that there are no in our mind, the things that they are no planify, you know. So there will be things that happen in the way that you want, but there will be moments that surprise you. The life is gonna surprise you. So we need through these energies to learn how to confront and how to incorporate, yes, our mind, our actions, and everything that we're doing to these changes that maybe we are not waiting for them. You know, there are changes sometimes that we never imagined in our lives. So we need to be in tune with the energy of the universe, of the cosmos, yeah, to have this strength to continue in this beautiful wave, yes, of the life. Sometimes we are up, sometimes we are down, but still is a wave of energy that give us the lesson for each moment in our lives. So all the changes that we are having, yeah, the challenge is exactly how to balance them, how to balance the energy that is presented to ourselves every minute in our life. So uh, this way spell of the mirror take us to the interior to order the chaos that we have inside. We have chaos because everything in our life was moved in this moment that we are living, right? The work is moved, the families move. Moving is in sense of the energy, you know. Nothing is just like we used to have before. Our work, the school of the kids, our activities with the friends, nothing is the same. Everything is moved. So everything looks like a chaos. Everything looks like the energy was moved. It's like a earthquake, right? Everything is moving. So what we need to do is to go into in this interior in the way that with these energies that we have, they are going to help us to balance exactly this energy that is moving, and trying to find exactly the orders with calm, with meditation, with peace, and this is going to help us exactly for make the transmutation. These 13 energies, they are going to help us. Yes, of course, there will be a torment in our interior person, of course, because we are beginning that year, the torment, you know. And this one is the one that is going to clean, yeah, help us to clean whatever is not good, yeah, to watch what is really there. Sometimes, you know, when it's cloudy and you don't see what is there, but coming the rain, the torment, and when disappear this torment, you can see more clear. Oh, now what is happening? It's exactly the same thing in this year, you know. So we already have Miro, yes, the first day. The second day was the torment, yeah. Now the third way spell is today. Today is the sun. Today is the energy that gives us the light in our path to our service. This tone 3 is the service, yes. So the sun today is about us. How can I serve myself? But at the same time, how can I project and serve the people that is around me? Yeah, with all love, with all charity, with all peaceful and calm. Yeah, is the sun is for illuminate ourselves and illuminate other people. Yeah, in a way that we project that illumination that we have inside of us. Yeah. Now, The next day, that is tomorrow, we have the energy of the dragon. The dragon in this time, in the fourth tone, give us the strength for 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 continue the life that we have tomorrow, okay? And is to give us the strength to be the own leader from your own ship. That means yourself, right? Is the dragon in this case is give us this energy to continue looking inside of us, the things that we make us big, the things that we have from where we have motivation, yeah, the things that there are inside of us, not because some group come in and tell us, no, you have to do this, other people say, no, you have to do that. It's not about that. The dragon gives us the energy to protect that, our own ideas, our own purpose, and our own thoughts too. Yeah, our own plans, everything. Um, and always maintain this in order, sorry, to maintain this ship of ourselves in connection with the high me, the superior high me. Okay, so this is what the dragon in this case is going to help us in this case. The fifth wave spell will be the wind. Everybody knows through these talks that the wind represents the communication. Yeah, in this position, fire represents the empowering, the communication, um, that we feel inside. It's about to talk about how do you feel. Take it out. How do you feel? Yes, it's how to opening our hearts. Yeah, and especially to connect all the energies that come in from the air and from the sky. Yeah, to connect it and not separate, because there is a unit, and also not separate the things that happen in different dimensions. It's like all the things that you are feeling, putting in one thing, in one um, bowl, and then talk about it. Yeah, nothing is separated. Remember, everything is connected. One energy to the other is connected, is linked by the same thing, by energy. So this communication, yeah, is gonna help us to fluid in the way that we exist. This situation that we are living in these moments, yes, mark our existence in different ways. We can escape from that. So with the communication that what we feel, we will try to connect what we feel with the things that happen outside. It's trying to explain in ourselves and try to be part of everything. It doesn't matter what is happening. We try to continue with this energy of motivation, happiness, yeah, to try to understand it, because to try to understand the things that happen that just made us mad. But if we try to understand, or more than that, we try to live the here and now, even with these things that happen around in the way that happen, and we try to make a space in that situation, yeah, without feeling that the world is gonna end or things like that. That means that we need to put our heart in this way, that we can survive, yeah, but in the best way that we can do it. So the sixth day, or the sixth wave spell for us in this long 13 days, 13 energies, is the night. The night is the one that is gone. The night, the night is the one that helps us, that through the dreams, through the going inside, that means the dark part, but it's the night of all, yes, to looking for the things that they are very inside. We need to look the faith, yeah, the hope there, then to in a way that we feel empowered the next day, for example, this day, to continue with our beautiful intention of um, to survive and have the best life as we can by this moment. Yeah, and this exactly, it is faith and hope give to the entrance for the next day. That is the seed. In this case, the seed in the seventh position, the seventh tone, is given straight. Yeah, the straight with the confidence. All the things that we feel, we need to trust in ourselves, because the seed, remember, contains all the energies that we are. We are a seeds. So we have to trust to put ourselves in the land, in this third dimension, thinking and hoping and with faith that everything will be flowering again. Like we will be like flowers that we growing up, even in the ground that we think that is not fertile. We have to be here. We have to continue with our effort, with our strength, fighting in the positive way, like warriors, fighting inside yourself for to have a space, even that we feel that this land is not fertile anymore, or like it's not fertile. We need to believe. We need, with our power like humans, with the mind and heart, that wherever we are is the best place to be. It's part of, if you want, cocoa wash in some way, to call in some way, to um, to try to understand in ourselves that the place where we are is the best place where we need to be. No, it's difficult, yeah, but guess what? There are beautiful things too. Okay, so um, and all this opening of mind, this trust, and this seed in the way that I just comment, um, that we need to believe in ourselves. Yeah, is going to opening for us the superior conscience. Is for that. Is for that reason, to open our superior conscience to the source that provides everything. So in the moment that we are working inside ourselves in this way, with this energy, positive, with faith, with true in our trust in ourselves, yeah, we connect with the superior conscience. And in the moment that we connect with the superior conscience, we connect too with the big source that really is the one that provides everything. Yeah. So these kind of thoughts, trust, and seed take us to the next day, the, the day 8, that is represented by the energy of the serpents. This integrates us to the vital force, the power of survival, the power that gives us that, that strength to keep or continue with this beautiful life in the best energy, putting our best and highest energy, not just for survive. It's just that even it's dark, our own light, yes, light outside. like a beautiful candle that we are inside. Even it's dark, like I say, you put your candle outside and there is light around you. This is beautiful, right? So it's going to be the question. This Serpent Day is going to make that we question ourselves, and if we are living exactly in the way that we believe. Yeah. And this is going to give us the impulse and vitality to continue, to continue exactly with the energy of the warrior too. Yes, I can. Yeah, maybe I'm not living exactly what I believe, but I can change that if I do it inside myself and then project it outside. Is why we have the mirror in the beginning. Remember, everything, all these energies that we're doing, they will be for us and then projected to outside in our life. Now, the nine energy or nine seal is the word linker. This is uh, from our interior, from the energy from our interior being. Yeah, is to connect exactly the energy and link the energy from the universe, from the cosmos, and the energy from the Mother Earth. This is why is the word linker exactly. It's linking, unit, everything, every energy that we receive from the universe with the energy that we receive from the Mother Earth. Yeah, and this unit and make the unity. Remember, there was a meditation one day when we are bringing the energy from the Mother Earth in our body and bringing from the universe that energy, and inside of us make a unit. Okay, so it's very important that we continue with this unity, and this unity is gonna help us to decide what part of us that is not good, is not good or utile in our lives. Make that happen in die. Yeah, and this die is the die of death. Sorry, for all the stuff that is not necessary anymore. The past, the programs, yes, and to make the space to give entrance to the new um, that is gonna light the new road in our lives. Yes. Ay, no, no, just a minute, please. No puedo, estoy en un video. So sorry, somebody was looking for me. So in the 10th position, we have the weight spell Manik. Yeah. So all these things that we have from the word linker, uniting the energy from the sky and from the Mother Earth, all this energy that is inside us, and eliminating all the programs to make space for the new programs that are going to mark the new road for us. Yes, there they need to be healing, healing all this energy that we are going to left, and then healing ourselves. Yes, and this is the one that is going the power of the adaptation to the reality. Yeah, and to solve ourselves in this reality that we are living. So the Manik represents the energy of healing. And this healing is about exactly, remember, left the programs, left the past, let it go, all the things that they are not useful for you in the way that you can heal yourself. Or you can do it through other tools. You can do it through therapies, you can do it through the temazcales, you can do it in all the different ways that you have um, the way to, like the tool close to you. Okay, so the Manik is the one that is gonna help us to heal after lose, after let it go, the past and the progress. Remember, we need to make a space for the new things. Okay, so the 11 energy that we will have, or 11 day, yeah, or 11 wave spell, will be the star. So the star is this in the position 11, is a spectral star. And the star, that is the one in this case that going to help you to liberate the disharmonized things that there are in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul. And not only that, we will have to the influence to discover the beautiful treasures that we have in ourselves. Remember, the stars is about harmonize, it's about treasures, it's about um, everything that is around your life is part of the art of your own life. So the star in this case is gonna give you all the capacities um, to discover inside yourself these beautiful energies to harmonize yourself, and through the art. You can, for example, when you wake up, this is an example, but it's when you wake up and going to the mirror, you have your shower, you go into the mirror, and then you make, oh, this is nice color here, nice color there. You feel beauty. That's an art in yourself. you know Even when you are doing something at your home, maybe when you are talking with with somebody about anything, you with your words give art, give nice words. That's flowering words that we say in the tradition, right? In our ancestor, they say that we have to give flowers with the mouth. That means the communication. And in that flowers exists art. Yeah, because it's the time that we take out our that treasures and manifest uh, outside of us. Yeah. So the 12th wave spell in this case, or energy, is the moon. Okay? In the moment that we are taking these treasures and things, the moon in this 11, 12 tone, yeah, is about the cooperation. Yeah, the cooperation that is like give love. Um, because in the moment that you give love and nice things, yeah, in that moment you are provoking in yourself this beautiful energy that help you to purify yourself. So remember, the king moon is about purification, yeah, and everything through the universal waters, but in this case it's through the love. How can I give my best thing to my brother, to my sister, to my partner, to my husband, to my wife, to my everybody, yeah, in the way that I can give the best of me, yeah. But this is with the energy of purification, yeah. Now, also, you are purify exactly the painful experience that you have. If you are gonna let it go, some things that they are not useful in your life, yeah, in that moment, you are making this purification in a way that don't be painful for you. When you purify something, immediately that circumstance or that experience, yeah, when you clean that thing with love or purify, it's not painful anymore, because with the purification you are to see what was the lesson in that experience. And when you understand that there is a lesson, that experience, that bad experience, or that bad program, or whatever happened, you try to understand better yourself, and you feel better. Yeah, because you feel that this circumstantial thing is not forever. You need it in that moment to learn something about life. And of course, try don't repeat the same thing, the same experience. Okay, so it's purification. And in the 13 13 13 level or tone, we have the dog. The dog is cosmic, in the tone with the cosmic energy. So all this route that we take, yeah, until this 13 wave spell, that is the dog in the position of the cosmic, that tell us like the humans. Um, and let's see, let me put it in the other way. The dog tell us that the way that the humans can make it, can transcend them, yeah, is enrich their own frequency with the love, the energy of love that is going to give us the impulse to elevate the energy of the light. Yes, to the light. So remember, the dog is the unconditional love, represents always this love that we need, not only love, all the things that we need to give, yeah, without hoping nothing in back, and too how works this energy. When you give and give and share, suddenly when you need in moment that you need something, solution or whatever, is coming by itself. The universe help you because you already give in unconditional love. So here in these energies, we have the homework. It's difficult time, yes, but this energies is, now that we have it, is going to help us to understand the route that we are taking for the next year. So this energy is gonna help us to survive in the true of the harmony, to reach the high frequency. In this case, is the love. Yeah. So today is the sun, that is the service, like I say. Just remember you. Now, these 13 energies are working in unit, from the mirror to the dog, in this year that is coming, with a lot changes. There are a lot changes that coming. This is one of the years that change and change and change and change coming. So where I told you before is exactly the tools to help us to accept and integrate the change in the most clean, purified, and lovely way. We can change. We can do nothing about it, the change, because they are already there, you know. But remember that these tools of these days, of these wave spells, they are help us and take us help us to take our mind with to the high conscience. Yeah. So remember, today was for the people that is already night, was the sun that illuminate ourselves, our own process on the life. It's time to transform the thoughts and then apply this to this reality. This energy of the sun illuminate like the seeds. We are like, remember, we are the seeds. So the sun illuminate us like seeds, that in the way that we receive today the power of the flower. Thank you.
The power of the flower. I really like that.
Yeah, you are seeds, my sweetie. Yeah, you are seeds. So the seeds contain everything inside. All the information, all the codes, of everything contains. It's just to put it in the land, yes, and wait for the process to flowering. Yeah. So is as you see these different um, energies that we were with this year that we beginning is first we have the mirror to reflect. Yes. Now we have the second day the torment. Yeah. That is to help us to clarify. Now today is the sun to illuminate the seeds that we are, yeah, to flowering. So all this year is about how can the torment can help us to flowering. See, it's all the energies put in the positive way to help us, like tools. Yeah. And then tomorrow we have the dragon day. Yeah. I was explaining each one of them. And then the next day will be the wind, that is the communication. Yeah, it's to take out everything that we have inside in nicely way to communicate, to share, even that. Yeah. The next day is the night, that is going to help us through the night, go inside of ourselves through the dreams. Maybe we can have beautiful dreams, yeah, that help us in resolutions of the day. Yeah. And there will be the seed, exactly, that we were talking about, the seed that we are. So the next thing will be the serpent, that is a surviving. How can we survive with these all elements and with these all energies? Yeah. And asking ourselves is if we are really living how in the way that we believe. I live what I believe.
Yeah. So it's like living your true belief system.
Exactly.
Walking your walk, not
Yeah,
just giving a talk.
exactly, exactly. And this is the
Excuse me.
how's it in English?
World Bridger? World
Linker,
Bridger?
word linker, word linker, the word linker. Remember, the word linker is the one that can bring information from other dimensions to, but in this case, is how can you use the energy from the Mother Earth and from the universe together to give us the energy to have our own purpose in this life. And then we have the Manik. Manik is healing. How I healing myself when I let it go all the stuff. How I healing myself. Yeah, and it's time, of course, to help others to heal. Now, after that is coming the stars. This is the beauty and harmonize everything that is in our lives and outside in our lives. Yeah, and discovering the treasures that we have, because everybody we have treasures that we forgot that we have it. Maybe we forgot that we can dance, we can paint, with that kind of things that take us to another level of conscience, because it's about art in our lives. Yeah. Then is the moon. The moon is about Purification. Yes, all the things that we are doing before. How can I purify? Yes, the energy. How can I purify my life? How can I help to purify others? Yeah, and the 13 day, that is the dog. Yeah, the dog, remember, is the unconditional.
Ooh.
Everything that we're doing in these 13 days is to going to the unconditional love. Yeah, to this energy. And this energy is the one that is going to help us exactly how to maintain our balance in everything that we're doing. If we are thinking is by unconditional love, everything is okay. Yeah. So it's unconditional love with us, with ourselves. Yeah. It's unconditional love with the people that we love, our family, our friends, our sister, brother, everything. You know. So this is all these 13 years. Remember, they wanna give us the impulse for all the year.
All year. So what you're saying is that we need to be particularly careful over these next few days.
It's like how I resolve this day with this energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the proofs and the tests, they will be there. Now, how do you resolve it, or from where point of view are you watching it, is the key. Remember, everything has two faces. You decide to do it beautiful way or in the positive way, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
or you decide it feels bad about it.
Polarized, yes, one extreme or the other.
Yeah, exactly. It's one face or the other. You
Mm.
decide. So this is about life, exactly. But sometimes we didn't know what was this this situation. We are landing here, and wow, what is this, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. And sometimes we lose the direction. I don't know if it's north, south, what day is today, right? So all these energies, they will be there for help us exactly how to manage the different days.
Mm.
The torment is not a chaotic thing. The
Right.
torment just help us to clean, yes,
Yeah, so it just
the
brings up
root.
organic energies of torment. And you know, that is a specific thing, isn't it? What torments us in our lives? What is the source of our torment?
Exactly. What is the cow that we have?
Now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And the torment, if we have in our mind that the torment clarify the route that we have to follow, this is beautiful because take us all the things that they are not useful anymore. Yeah.
And
Program
it,
path.
it, the observation of self, right?
Yeah.
Observing yourself from the inside. Don't be drawn into one thing or another. But what do people need to do that? Do they need to be present?
Yes. One of the things that the last year left us, that is
Mm,
a magician, is the time is no time. No past, no future. We have the here and now only.
mm-hmm,
You can continue doing your plans. It's okay, it's valid. But guess what? The only secure that we have is today, right now, this moment, this second. And when you enjoy it, that moment, the other things coming by itself. Yeah? Because you are fluid with the energy. You don't do it. No, no, I'm not gonna be bad. That I don't. Yeah, it's that you are flexible. The
mm-hmm.
key for this time, yeah, is to flexibility. Be
Very good.
flexible.
Yeah.
It's like cooperate with the life. I don't know if it's the right word, but it's
Cooperate with yourself.
yeah, and everything is inside. Everything, the torment, the things, all these 13 days that we are going to pass this first 13 days of this new year is exactly that. It's preparing us for give us the push, the impulse for the next things, for the next days, for the next months, for the next months. Yeah. So hopefully the next program we are gonna talk about the moons. Okay. The 13 moons that coming in the future, because this is influence too. Yeah. So we have the tones. We have, sorry,
Mhm.
the king. Yeah, the way spell. Next Sunday, if everything is okay, we talk about the moons, the influence of the each one of the moons in the king Maya. That would be interesting too. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could do that on Temescal, UK, and Europe,
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
here, wherever. It would be great. It
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
absolutely great because
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
this is key
Because
part of our energy.
yes, the moons about the Mayas call each one of the moons with different names of animals, depending of the characteristic of each one of the animals. The moon of the halcon, the moon of the rabbit, the moon, different kinds, and depending of them is a kind of um, influence of the moon in the humans. Yeah. So, but well, we are preparing ourselves. Yeah. So we are going to put every day these days that next days in the Temazcali UK. Yeah. In the way that you know what is the energy in that moment. Yeah. And you compare your day with that energy, right? So
Yes,
it would be very, very interesting this year. It's not bad, it's very good. It's preparing us for the next things. Of course, if we are in tune with the energy and we fluid with that energy too. Yeah. So I don't know if there is any question. I know it's a lot of information, but
yeah, yeah. Wow, that was deep. It was a very good indication. Willow says the source of her torment is herself. Now, this is a teaching for everybody because yes, we are all responsible for everything that we
now,
do in our lives
yeah,
on a
now,
level 95%.
yeah, now is connect this source, yes, your
Hmm.
source with the galactic source.
So it's galactic consciousness.
Sure, it's the one that feeds you. It's the one that feeds you.
Hmm. As a universal being. That's
Exactly.
just beautiful.
Yeah.
It really,
The
really
big
is.
conscience. Yes, the source, the big conscience. Because without we by ourselves, it's not possible. We have to receive that information,
Hmm.
feed, food
Hmm.
from the universe.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's very, very important.
Right. So we just need to engage our energies in a different way, which brings me on nicely to a subject that is close to my heart. And it's really important for women to know about this. And I'm just going to try and simplify the language that I use here because it can be quite complicated. So it's about learning the energy dynamics of woman. What are we? How do we function as beings with an energy of light into compressed matter? What do we do with that? Fascinating. So I'm going to attempt to
Wow.
share a screen here. Chrome tab, and that will be that one. Share. Now, this is an important. Can you see this okay?
Yes.
Good. This diagram here, okay, is really important. So it shows and demonstrates the connections that
Oh,
we can build in terms of being dependent on humans for energies and how they connect in the body. So you can see where it says, take care of me. These are core issues here, right? So when we meet someone, we start taking on and connecting, having these energies. If it's a physical thing, there may be a sexual charge. But look here in the center, tell me what to do. So there's a level of control here. Love me from my heart, there, heart to heart. Say you love me from there. You know, that's quite to the throat. So it's this connection between the two.
Yeah.
The thoughts, anyway. So when you are moving the energy body with those thoughts, you're creating a signal, a connection, an energetic cord, a signal. So I thought that was great to just explain very simply how these cords are met from one energetic being to another. Okay, so I'm just going to share another screen. Just bear with me a moment. And that is that one, I think. Here we go. So,
Wow.
Right. So here we have the soul at the top, the light coming in, the soul or casual lotus. That's a very nice word. And this is your divinity, greater causal body, and they're all linked here. Excuse me. So this consciousness thread, or Antakarana, the rainbow bridge, is connected through the permanent atoms and crown chakra to the etheric brain. So you can see how many bodies we've got here. I'm just going to bring that out of it because that complicates things, because we're here. We are the condensed physical matter here. Mental heart chakra, emotional heart chakra, etheric heart chakra. So you've got a lot of activity just happening in this place alone, right? So when you meet somebody from a past life, okay, your etheric chakra, heart chakra there, begins to activate into your DNA, and you begin to remember things, and it sparks off a whole chemical reaction in your central nervous system and your endocrine system. Okay, so, you know, you can imagine that part alone, the remembrance of the past. Okay, so, and then it might create an emotional feeling, as we just talked about, a chemical reaction, which will cause a thought process, a mental thought about that individual or being. So in essence, you're transmitting that here throughout your causal body, your mental body, these 4 layers around you, your emotional body, right? So you can see how here we begin to cause emotions by the predominant way that we think. And then eventually that permeates to the physical body, the skin suit technology. Okay, so you've got this whole resonant action that's taking place. So, you know, so when we oh wait, no, I've got to unshare the screen. So when you go from that, so you can see quite clearly how you function there, right? On all those levels. So the next screen I'm going to show you is not that one, not that one.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah. So I'm just going to just bring this back to this one actually for the moment.
I was thinking to make all this thing about the skinniness and all this energy connected with that kind of image, for example, with that energy that you receive, like you said. So I just coming to my mind how it's possible, for example, when we have this code package code of programs from galactic codes, yeah,
we receive
the
them up
moment
here.
that we take body, we connected with that.
Yes. So when you connect with the galactic codes from here, and you're receiving them into your body, into here, it is activating your DNA.
Exactly.
So
until the conception, of course.
Yes. So what the purpose of this diagram was to get people to have an awareness of how they're functioning. So when you have a thought, an atom, a quantum atom operating in this space that is the physical, but it is also light, those thoughts are sent out a bit like this, a bit like that one we had before. Let me just get that one back.
Wow.
Is that one? Yeah, this one. So now this is a pleasant diagram. It's not terrible, but it reeks of dependency. So if you have a man over here having a sexual thought connected to their system as per diagram that we've just seen, you can see how that thought is sent out into that universe, up through his transmitter or down through that transmitter.
Mm-hmm.
So that chakra energy center there is going to be thinking, oh, have sex with me. Oh, I'd love that. Oh, I want to shag you. I want to have sex with you, blah, 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 blah. And then that acts as an energetic cord all the way to the woman's womb. Right?
Okay.
Now, an example about this in particular, which is particularly relevant to me this week, I recently advertised a workshop for the reconnection of the masculine. And what this is to do with is looking at how and where men store their energies and frequencies. Let me just go back to this diagram again. So if a man is storing negative, darker, lower, angry, frustrated frequencies here, that will emanate from that area. But it will also cause emotional disconnection at this point because there will be imbalance. The relationships will be imbalanced. The emotions will be imbalanced. So tell me what to do. So there's control here, control issues in those lower chakras. So the act of a sexual liaison or thought or a rape or some kind of sexual behavior that isn't sacred necessarily. These connections and bonds begin to form on the feminine form. Now, this is an area here that I'm pointing to because it's particularly relevant, right? So I'm just going to use her as an example of something that happened to me that I didn't get to finish because I was down here in this zone. Okay, so up here, somebody is having a negative shadow thought, and that's a nasty thought, such as you bitch, you bastard. It's a swear word. It's negative intent. I hate, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, because all of these are connected as per previous diagram. So those thoughts become a physical emanation from the brain, from the neural unit to the thought of another. Now, this actually happened to me the other day advertising this workshop. At some point, somebody saw it and they were really angry and hateful, but about what they were doing, about what I was doing. I don't know, just angry and hateful, shadow side. This thought transferred out of here and splattered in my energy field, right? And I'm pretty hygienic. I know what's coming in, I know what's coming out, right? As per that previous diagram. So you can begin to see how these energetic links, if you're a woman throughout your life and you've had negative male attention in any way, shape or form into your physical via a thought process, and this can be vice versa. It's not just all about the man. It's the woman here as well who may also go through similar thought processes. So if you can imagine that over a 20, 30-year time period of Freudian time of age, then you can begin to see how these things can really build up in our energetics. Okay?
Yeah. Yes, correct.
What we get is a concentration of negative psychic data within our frequency and fields. Now, if people don't regularly clear this, then was this the one? No. Then it can cause problems. So once you begin to receive these thoughts and connections and you begin to store them in the physical body, they begin to manifest as some sort of condition, whatever is specific to you. But in women in particular, it creates blockages in this area. Because when it comes to sex, relationships, and emotions, it's all stored down here. And you can notice this by the shape of women. Okay, so we store all our unprocessed baggage as females in the stomach, obviously, because we're faced with all kinds of different energies, psychic energies, and anything else that might be coming in. Could be Wi-Fi, could be something else. But here is particularly key. So we have the root connection. So if someone is having a sexual thought about you, they will develop a connection to your root chakra. So what that means, if they are unconscious, that energy is coming right the way in to your root. Now, this can be destabilizing because it's destabilizing all of this. And you're not going to have the fullness of all this because you're blocked in this area. Now, what are the common symptoms of this? How does it manifest? Hip ache. Also within the bones, there can be issues. There's also problems with tissue, menstruation, polycystic ovaries. There's all kinds of medical conditions that indicate that women carry the impacts of emotional transference, their own emotions in the womb, because these are the parts that ache the most. So you begin to see a picture about how energies, discord, negative connections can affect us very physically. So when you have a heart connection with someone, it's a positive connection. Okay, so it's not dependent on all those other things, such as let's just find this one again. Yeah, so you're not receiving love. Love me, that's a dependent one, but I'm just using this diagram to explain a positive connection, not a negative one. So if it's positive, there will be that connection there, but also, which it doesn't show, there'll be a connection up here, a soul connection, which is very, very different to the one that you get down here. Here, you are independent. Up here, up above at the soul level. Okay, so if you are not operating from up here, from soul, higher self, and you are continually down here, it's going to steal your energy. Okay, because of those connections bouncing back and forth. So what are some of the things that we can do about this? Because these thought processes are really strong. Okay, and I'm on the wrong page. But also they're really harmful on an energetic level. Lost Rocio. So what happens is that we begin to become more sore, we can't move, we lose our functionality as beings. So, hello, let me just add you in. So when we look at it from this perspective, right, okay, how many negative connections do I have? How many? How many people do I talk to that maybe have a fleeting sexual thought with you in mind as a woman? Chances are it happens all day long. So when a man looks at a woman, he's fixating on her, either positively or negatively. Either way, we're going to feel that. And it's going to affect us on some way, shape, or form, unless we take specific action on how to deal with that. So, how do we become clean from these processes? Rocio, what would you say about negative cord attachments? What would you say is a really effective way of clearing your spirit attachment to somebody that maybe tries to come and connect into your field?
Well, this is very interesting question because sometimes, no all the time, of course, but depends who is the people that we are living with, and we decide if, for example, we met somebody, some guy in this case, because it's more common. We met some guy, and we noticed that there is something weird, and that even when he approached to us, we feel weird. We feel that he's doing invasion to our space. Yeah, that he can want to control our time, how we dressing, how if we make up or no make up, all that stuff. Friend, the friends, or if our time, all that things. There are signs that we are with somebody that will try to absorb our energy in different ways. So this is very important to watch the signs, the alerts, right? When we met somebody. So, how to clean these things? Well, sometimes the first thing is to recognize that that person, even we are in love with, yeah, is tried or is absorbed our energy in different ways. When we recognize this, yes, there are, in tradition at least, there are some kind of ceremonies, and these ceremonies are made with fire, because remember that fire transmute, transform one energy to the other, and in this case transform the energy that usually was contaminated or toxic, yeah, in another kind of energy. And these ceremonies that we can do, for example, help us to first to visualize your energy in the other person and bring it back, like umbilical thing. Yeah.
Cleansed. Or I'm going to recommend something here. Fire.
Yeah.
The visualization of fire burning back those connections. And then as you do that, I mean, it's just simple visualization. Your body begins to respond to that. And suddenly you feel incredible relief.
Oh yeah, supposedly. And if you are recovering your own energy that is in the other person, is good, because in the end it's your energy that he was taking or she is taking from the other person, right? So this is a very good recommendation, yeah. But we need to do something, because sometimes we say no, maybe it doesn't work. Well, if we don't do it, remember that that energy is with the other person, and spend 7 years to clarify by natural way this energy. So we don't want to spend waiting 7 years, right? We need to do something, right? Yeah, can you imagine 7 years? So the men, from each woman that they have sex, they bring in this energy to them. Yeah, and they have a collection, right, of different energies. Yeah,
True. It is true. So
literal.
the woman begins to adopt the character of the male energy.
Oh yeah, yes, because it's
And
like he, uh
yeah, go on.
it's like he feeds you through this umbilical thing, cordon. Yeah, he feeds you in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And happened to me once upon a time, long time ago.
Happened to us all.
Yeah, happened in the way that I didn't was Rocio. I was Rocio from somebody, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
I
oh
do
my
know. I
God,
do know. And it's
even
such
physical, like you say.
yeah, you begin to say their words.
Exactly. So what is that? Is recover ourselves, our energy. Sorry, this is my energy coming back.
Totally.
Give it to me.
Yeah, I'll have it back, please, but purified.
Yeah. Oh yes. I don't want contaminated,
Yeah,
right?
but
With other energies, of course.
and it's just becoming aware of energy dynamics and how we function with everybody else. Because I've got to say, I do not want to walk out there and walk past a load of people connecting in. So you can, you become aware of what's coming at you at very subtle levels.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So, one of the problems is with women understanding the function of their wombs is that we've had that information disconnected.
Oh
Now,
yeah,
there were times where we had that sacred awareness of our wombs, and it would be able to naturally transmute the male energies coming into the female form.
yeah, exactly. But when we were child, nobody tell us nothing like this.
No.
But hopefully, at least in my country and here in the circle of women, they are doing the red carpet. That means that they uh, call to all the young ladies, young
Hmm.
kids,
Hmm.
11, 12, 13, yeah, and they explained what happened in all the process to become now and more in the next step, with the period of the menstruation, what happened there with the energy, yeah, and what happened if they don't take care of themselves, and what happened if by accident or whatever happen other things. So this is very interesting that we take care of our kids, our girls, yeah, young girls, and
Yeah.
tell them what is this about it. And in that way, they will be more careful, I believe.
Yeah, it's true because we're not given the full picture on how to handle our wounds. We don't have the understanding. So
Yeah,
one of the things is that if we had a strong understanding, inner connection at a very, very core level, our experiences are going to be very different. Now, in this area of the femur, the hips, the saddle, the sitting saddle, derriere, backside, you've got your femur. Okay, so that's one of your biggest blood producing, bone marrow producing areas within those bones. Okay, so you can imagine your blood being imprinted with the energy that you receive and unable to transmute into your system directly. And it's a question of infusion of energies. So if you have a weak womb, you haven't had an understanding, an awareness, a connection to it, then you're not going to understand what energies are coming in, literally coming into your body.
yeah, yeah,
I say that, and I'm not being gross or rude, but it literally is that, as visceral as that. Um, yeah. So one of the other things that manifests from the heavy use, maybe sometimes we use that area a lot, sometimes we don't, is the flow of the monthly cycle. Okay, so if we have dense energies, frequencies held within the womb itself, our cycles are going to be really painful. It's going to have a knock-on effect onto our central nervous system and endocrine system, which is going to create hormonal imbalance, all sorts of issues in the blood as we try to expel those energies. Some people might have huge hormone fluctuations. They might get acne on their faces because it's toxic energy trying to leave the body and it can't. It doesn't have a way out. So this is an area that women need to be notified about and educated about, which is part of the program of what we'll be doing in our women's work centres, is providing this information for women to understand how their bodies function so that they can take the relevant measures to protect themselves, not just on a physical level, but on an emotional and energetic level, just like this energy diagram here. You know, if this is all functioning, everything's working, then we're going to be able to receive more of that right in, straight down here, straight into the earth, because we're all connected to earth as well. So just even engaging in a principle of maybe cleaning the area, maybe having a steam or in that area for your vagina and your womb to be clear and cleansed, to purify yourself from the energies and frequencies that you allow into your body. And it's simple common sense, okay? You wouldn't throw, I'm going to use a very freaky analogy here, you wouldn't throw and fill up a sink with washing up and just leave it there and walk away. If you ran the tap, how would that flow through a sink full of dishes? The water wouldn't be able to escape properly, leaving a whole lot of residue at the bottom of the sink. Crazy. So, why do we think of ourselves as being so invaluable, or don't want to engage with oneself in those areas? This is key. This is absolutely key to the good womb health for a woman, because that means she'll carry healthier pregnancies. The child in utero will be happier because it's not being surrounded by the frequencies of men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting.
Very practical kind of thing. So in my work over the years, working with women in their wombs, 3 things keep coming back: hips, heart, womb. And it's all down to the relationships that we have. So and those are the most intimate relationships that we have as women, that are often taken for granted because those relationships have been such an important part of society. So it's really, to me, a subject close to my heart, because when you have a clear, I'm going to repeat this, a clear womb area, hips, your blood is flowing, contract free, emotion free, and engaging in peace, then you begin to have this galactic and universal experience, because we are that. We are that light coming into the body. So when you have a full connection to your womb, it illuminates your creativity.
Yeah, of course. Everything is connected, right? In our body, all the energy is connected, one thing to the other.
Exactly. So when you're receiving your cosmic frequency from up above in the purest possible way, and it's engaging down below into the womb to the root of your experience, this energy not only carries to your dream world, so your dream world becomes clearer, you become more effective in your sleep, and this is what we're going to be seeing more of, but also you begin to create, because You're a creatress being. You are a female being who has the ability to create with Earth through your physical skin suit technology, with your womb connected to your heart, your non-suppressed voice, your sight, and the light that you are. And then you become fully operational, acting and being, functioning at optimum levels as a woman. So when you take that to the next level, once you start addressing the issues within, you become clearer in your energetics here. Around here is going to shift, and you're going to be less likely to accept what is coming in from external places. Usually the projections coming in from men or women, whatever, whoever, coming in that affect your soul here. Absolutely fascinating. So this is why I feel so passionate about women's work. I really do. Because this is where it's at in terms of understanding what our technology is, how it functions, and what we can use it for to create the best existence for us, our families, and our communities.
Yeah, and
This
it's
energy woman.
yeah. And
Sorry.
I see, no, it's just that coming to my mind in this moment when I was talking about this torment year that is about clarify, clean, yes, purify ourselves. This is one of the things that we need to do, like women, you know,
Yeah.
exactly. This is clarify, purify, and clean our body from the energy that is not useful anymore. Yeah, it's that kind of energy that is not useful anymore. You know, especially when you have a break or you are not with that partner anymore. What do you want that energy there, right?
Exactly.
And it's part of these things. This is a connection. It's beautiful. Yeah. Yes, it's very interesting, and it's a homework that we have to do. All of women,
Yes.
because before it's not usual that we talk about these things very open, even in through the internet or whatever. But now that we have the information, we can do it. We can clean it. Yeah.
Because there is a certain level of shame
Yeah,
attached to
it
it.
is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it very often results in how we feel about ourselves as women, but also, you know, being shameful about being you, being shameful about being a woman, being sexual, or there's been some sort of sexual trauma that brings shame because you don't like the way you've behaved, etc. I mean, it's a whole picture because everybody's different.
Sure. Yeah. And I say, that's good thing that right now I see in different parts, at least in Mexico, that now the grandmothers or the mothers, they are taking care the kids, the daughters, just telling me this information that is very useful for the lives.
Mm,
Yeah.
absolutely, because when we're functioning here, the Tri-Heart Center, the clearer we are here, the higher volume of this
Yeah.
we can bring into here. So
Sure.
it's having a clear mind, a clear process, a clear expression, clear emotions and lower chakras, so you can ground this energy in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. You know,
Yes.
the more we are this, then we've done the journey, what we came here to do, because we need to embody this directly into here, into the core structure of our light body dynamics.
Exactly.
Cool. I get really happy about talking about that. I'm like, ooh, that sounds
Oh yeah.
mm,
And like you said, it will be very useful for our kids. Yeah.
mm, mm.
for
Yeah.
the daughters, for the young women that still they are in the process to wake up to the sexual life or all that things. They will be very useful because they will be take care. Yes, and
Yes.
this is very important.
It
Very
is.
important.
Saging and using Kapal, some sort of intentional process. Can you
Yeah,
describe some of those processes?
yeah.
Can you describe some of those processes?
About the
The cleaning with the Kapal or the sage or
oh
some
well,
sort of
yeah,
way, use
yeah.
your hands.
For example, the copal and other incense, yes, we can use it in the external way. I mean, the connection with your external energy with the external energy of other people, just where we can clean with this medicinal incense, but for inside there are another kind of baths, sting, yeah, that we can put as, I don't know, a special container, yes, with water, and put the tea of the medicinal herbs, yes, and putting under your between your legs under, in the way that this steam going up to your intimacy parts, and it's the way to cleaning the energy inside. And the other general way is the temazcal, of course. Yes, we are using special herbs in the way that we breathe, and all from all your body, yeah, you receive it from your pores, open your pores, and you're receiving that steam. So this is the more usual ways, and this is the process that you can do it. Of course, you can do it both. You can do it the steam in your intimacy parts and the temazcal. That will be complementary. And of course, there is the copal that is around you that clean your energy outside. Yeah, your body's outside. So this is more or less the process. And of course, in your mind always, because this helps a lot, always think about it. What are you doing? Be conscious. What are you doing for these activities? Because if you are doing and you're thinking in another things, it's not working, right? But we need to focus with our conscious, upper conscious, doing this process in the way that works in the better way. You know,
Mm.
this is exactly what for and how to do it in tradition ways.
Yeah.
There are different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
beautiful. What it teaches us is to become more careful with our very intimate parts in terms of, even using chemicals. But an old-fashioned remedy that is particularly effective is the poultice, the sage poultice. So you would get a bunch of sage, not dried, wet, undried sage as a
yeah,
plant. You
yeah,
chop
it
it finely, so you've got all the liquid, everything. And then you would place it on top of an organic cotton pad. Okay. And you can just put that in your pants, knickers, whatever, and just wear it as a pad, but ensuring that the sage touches the skin at the entrance of the vagina, right? So that with your own body's warmth is releasing those clearing plant-based chemicals into the body that create a cleansing effect of the womb.
Oh, yes, exactly. So I was thinking there is a woman here that um, she knows a lot of these things inside and specific medicinal plants. I will see the opportunity if we can invite her to come
Oh,
to one of
brilliant.
the podcasts, and she can talk to us. She speaks English, as I remember. So
Hmm.
she's like a woman that helps to bring the kids to the world.
Oh,
How do you
midwife.
say?
Midwife. Mm.
Midwife. She's one of them. Usually, there are not too much people that is still doing this activity because you know uh, the system
Yes,
now
interferes
don't
with both
let
programs.
do it. Yeah,
They're
they
taking
don't let it.
the natural knowledge away.
Oh
We have
yes.
this problem in the UK. They close down independent midwives. They
Oh
have to
yeah, yeah,
obey
yeah.
hospital regulations. They persuade and put pressure on the mother to
Oh
go to
yeah.
the hospital instead of staying in their home.
Even there is a danger that they be in jail because she's doing this kind of activities. Because
Exactly.
yeah. So now the women that they are doing, they're hiding to do these beautiful things. It's horrible. This I don't understand the mind, but it's everything is business, because the hospitals will be empty because there will be midwives doing this this labor, and they well, let me tell you one thing. With a friend, a biology friend, we going to the little towns on the top of the mountains because there are a lot medicinal plants growing there. So we're going there to make a statistic if the people still use that medicinal plants. Yeah. So we
Mm-hmm.
were asking house by house, home by home, asking if they are using the beautiful plants that they have in this mountain. So one of the ladies told us that they are no good using the medicinal plants because the priest of the church tell them that if they using the plants, they will be out from the church. And you
Wow.
imagine what ignorance and sorry, stupidity thing they say this priest.
I
And now
apologize.
the women, and then the women, they are not using medicinal plants because the priest told
Mm-hmm.
them that it's evil things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See how's the control about, sorry, of the
No,
religion.
no. This is really key because this is where religion.
Sorry about
Sorry,
this.
I just say
I can
no, no,
believe.
no, 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 no. This is where religion, the pharmaceutical industry, and the system have tried to imprint how we do things as women. This is just an example. You
Oh
disconnect
yeah,
people from their knowledge, their natural knowledge, so that they no longer trust it, they no
yeah.
longer believe in it, have faith in it, and then they begin to forget.
And guess what? I was like this close to go to the church and
Rocio,
talk with that guy. Yeah,
no,
almost. Believe me, it's like wow. Believe me. And I
Mm,
went to the church, but he wasn't there. The
he's a
priest,
lucky
yes,
man.
he is the evil, not the plants, not the mother nature. He's the one that is the evil, of
Yes.
course. Yeah, and they control now the people.
Mm,
Now, another thing, they have a special, like a little clinic, no big hospital, just a clinic. So when
mhm,
a woman feels that is pregnant, has to go with the doctor from that place, this clinic, little clinic,
mhm.
and says, look, I'm thinking I'm pregnant. So he has to make the proof or whatever, and
Yeah.
he has to pay. He has to no take note in a
Mhm,
book about the
mhm.
name of this woman.
Yeah.
What happened? Just in case the midwife bring this kid
Mm.
to the life, yeah, the doctor can say, well, this woman was pregnant and she never come back because there is a midwife around. So they look for the midwife and
Oh,
take it to the jail.
wow.
Oh yeah.
When was the last
Now,
time you heard that in your area?
pardon?
When did you hear that
Not
story?
even here. I was there in that little
Oh,
town.
how
I
long
was
ago?
there
How long ago?
4 months
Wow.
before this show
Mhm,
about the pandemic begins.
mm.
Before 1 month before that, January, more or less. No, it's no long time ago. It's the chair. This is incredible thing. So now the women, now if the woman feel that is pregnant and is not going to this clinic, and
Mm.
she is take care for the midwife, And when this baby was born, immediately the police coming to the midwife and say, "Where is this from, this baby? Did you stole it?"
Oh,
Yes. This is
wow.
the danger. It's why the midwife says, "I'm not going to work anymore. I can't."
So when the police get involved in a post-birth scenario,
Yes.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's incredible how the things are changing, but in a way that separate you from the nature, from the
Yes.
real nature. Yeah.
They
Because
want to separate women from their children ultimately.
yeah, it's about business.
And fear and intimidation. So you can't give birth properly in peace,
Exactly.
in
You can.
joy, in happiness.
It's not possible anymore. You know, it's very sad. It's very sad because even here in Malinalco used to be Doña Reina. Wow, a legend of woman.
Right.
She used to be. You know what she did? She went to the big hospital that is more or less 30 minutes from here in that time. She went there and talked with the doctors and says, "Look, let's make a treat. Yes, a
Treatment.
contract. Contract. If I see that the woman is perfect in the way that the child coming to be born, okay, I continue. But if I see that the woman has a problem, yeah, and maybe it's dangerous for her, I send it to you to the hospital." And the director from the hospital says, "Nice lady." So he says, "Okay, let's go and do it in that way." So it's how they doing. But she died already. So there is no midwife in Maninalco anymore.
Wow, that's something that will need to be looked at.
It's a
So
legend.
at our sector, we need trained
Yes.
doctor midwives.
Yes, but that is not possible because I tell you the reasons, legal reasons, supposedly. So yeah, it's very sad, very very sad. And a lot of kids around Malinalco, they were born with Doña Reina. Yeah, she was the midwife in that times, and even at least still 7 years ago, still was Doña Reina that bring the babies to this land, to this earth, yeah, to this life. Beautiful. She was beautiful. And she was always very a jokey woman. She was working and making jokes all the time, you know? She was very funny. And, well, she died. I mean, 5 years ago, she died. So she was the last one. And nobody learned from her. That's the sadness.
That's really sad.
Yeah, Will is one of the legends of about this beautiful thing.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
that'll be on the list.
yeah,
This is women's work. And if you give away your right to birth in a whatever way you want, then essentially the state is controlling your child and you.
of course.
And you are not free.
Yeah,
And you're giving the life away to the state.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But well,
contractually, you've handed that power away. They can come along and do what they want with your children without your say so. And we see examples of this in Britain.
yeah, exactly. So well, now is everything technology and everything is about medicine in other levels. Yeah, scientists, and believe me that I don't trust him.
Because most doctors at that age in that profession that deliver babies are men.
Yeah, I don't trust.
Right? So you have the consultants in the hospitals telling teams of midwives what to do.
Oh yes, exactly.
So they're educating the midwives with the male view.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, this is our here and now. Who knows what happened in the future? Will be maybe robots bringing the kids to the life,
Wow.
to alive.
Or what will happen
Yeah,
if women stop breeding? Will we outlive our functions?
yeah, exactly.
This is what they planned from the beginning.
Wow.
Right? This is what, and I can feel my heart going, right. No,
Yeah,
as a woman, no. You
yeah,
may not interfere with my natural birth process. You may not
exactly.
interfere with my life in any way, shape, or form because I'm a creatress of this planet, like the earth. Right? You may not take other people's children. You may not take my children. Right? You
Yeah,
have no control or power over my body.
exactly. Yeah, well,
Oh, anyway, ooh, better calm down.
yeah, I'm hungry. I'm angry, angry with I
Yeah.
hear that thing, or when
Yeah.
I see others like, no, please.
Mm,
It looks like instead that we going forward, we going backward in different things, you know.
exactly. And every woman has to speak up their right for their body.
Sure. Yeah, well, by the
Mm,
moment it's no,
no.
it's not good. Well, we'll see. But I we try to invite this woman, yeah,
Mhm,
to come
mhm,
in here and talk about these medicinal
mm,
plants and
yeah.
take care of women, even normal women, or when they after the pregnancy, for example, all that things.
Yes. Postpartum recovery is
That
really
will be very
important.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the things that women don't know they
Oh,
can
yeah.
do.
Even
Woo.
the special medicines, right,
Mhm,
for postpart, or that we can use even in the temazcal. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, to help that all your body begins to be
Yeah.
in their
My
own
partner told me.
way. Yeah,
I didn't know
back
at the
in their own form. Oh yes, it's beautiful. It's incredible, the body of the woman, of the
time.
women. It's so beautiful. It's how we create that beautiful babies. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, it's just see all the process. Yes, how it's divided on the cells, in how this synchronization and harmonized way is divided. Yeah,
Yes, the
it's
syllable.
some marvelous when I watch it in a video exactly how it happens. Was beautiful in real way, huh? So
Yeah,
was
yeah.
beautiful. So yeah,
So
we
do
are
you?
co-creators.
Yes. So do you have to leave early today?
I think so. I just watching. Sorry, a message.
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
yeah, it's 10 to 5. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I have to do
yeah.
it.
Do
So
that, and
yeah.
yeah,
So thank you very much. Yeah, I have to help some traditional ceremony or something like that. I have to just here. It's not far away, but it's when I have to go. But thank you very much, my sister, for the invitation. Always, I'm very happy to be here. I'm learning how to lose the fear, not fear, but the nervous to the camera, and to be here. But I think it's better and better. Yeah,
you're brilliant. You're brilliant.
yeah. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
So we see you next time. Okay,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, we're going to do a show on trauma-based mind control and mental health.
okay, okay. So, well, have a beautiful afternoon and leave you in very nice and beautiful hands, my sister. Yeah. So, thank you very much.
See you soon,
And
my dear.
see you soon. Bye
Blessing.
bye.
Bye.
Blessings too. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Thank you very much to the lovely Rocio there, who went on has given us the most amazing gift there, actually, of doing that beautiful explanation of all the cosmic energies, etc. Absolutely beautiful. So we're just going to close up here with the last part of the broadcast, and we're going to be talking in this moment, following on from what we've been talking about. the womb, the heart of us. So just taking a moment there, a deep, long breath in. Engage with a deep, long breath so you're literally breathing into your hips. Breathing into your tailbone via your heart, your lungs. Breathe out. Long breath in. Long breath out. And just place one hand at the base of your spine and one hand on your womb. And really begin to just sense, get a sense of what you hold. Does it feel light or does it feel dark? Can you feel flow or are the energies dense? Bring more light into your body between your hands. And in this moment of journey, pay attention to you. Give yourself the gift of this moment of paying attention to your sacred womb. And declaring in your heart space, I let go of all frequencies that are unsacred within me now. I let go of the energies of others. I, in this moment, in sacred full awareness, clear all negative spirit attachments to my physical body, mind, and soul. Breathe. Feel your light getting stronger, more powerful, more loving, kind, compassionate to self, for you're worth it. Feel the flow between your hands of energy to your womb. I hereby let go of all energies that I have accumulated in my womb space without my full sovereign awareness. All unseen energy. Balance your inner feminine harmony here. And just allow the energy to spread up your spine, through your core system, up through the heart and the lungs, and just sit up straight. Allow that light frequency to clear your throat, the words you couldn't say because you were too intimidated or felt weak in the moment. Allow that light frequency to clear all levels of your bodies, inside and out. Emotional, physical, spiritual. Allow it to ripple out through the heart, into your bodies, like that. Just allow it to shake and ripple out. Breathe slowly. And release slowly, softly. allowing yourself to unwind. And letting go of further connections that you come across. Breathe. It's Willow's comment. I let go of all frequencies that are scared inside me now. Just let them all go. Anything that isn't you. Breathe the light into your womb, deeper, into your fallopian tubes, into your cervix, connecting through to your vagina. Allow that light to infuse your femur and your bones, clearing and reprogramming your blood to release negative spirit energy that has been imprinted upon you. Let it rise up like steam. Use this frequency to connect to you deeper. Your creativity. Learn to connect with this area on a regular basis for the purposes of spiritual cleaning, for the purposes of your relief from the energy attachments that may or may not be seen or felt. Allow your love for you to flow freely through your womb, your heart. Breathe out softly and feel whole, cleansed with light. I love you all that came. Thank you for joining us on Women's Work, on Expanded Understanding. Please do click like and subscribe. Connect with yourself. Clear yourself, for you are powerful. If you would like to have a session, I'm based in Glastonbury, UK. We can do online sessions and we can address issues in a very physical way. There will be workshops throughout August for women to connect to their sacred feminine. There will also be workshops for men to support their integration process and remove negative frequencies that cause impacts in their lives. So, this has been the Women's Work. Thank you very much. Thank you, Maya Rose. Happy birthday, blessings. Thank you, Willow, as always. You are an amazing being, all of you that came, all of you that will come. May these energies be kind to you, and may you be kind to yourself. So, goodbye, I love you.